What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and this is the Pro Audio Release Roundup for April 2024. If this is your first time here, this is a series of videos I do at the end of the month where I go over significant releases in Pro Audio, or that I feel are significant. And if there's any that you feel I missed, definitely drop a comment and let me know. So we had a lot of new releases this month, probably the most since NAMM. I think I've got 5 or 6 here that we're going to talk about. Well, let's get right into this. The first one is AMS Eve announced the 1073 spx-d. It's basically a 1073 channel strip with a audio interface, or built into an audio interface, which sounds cool, but this is $3,000, so it's already pricey to me. And I don't know, at that price, like when you first hear it, you're like, okay, cool, I got a 1073 with an interface in it that I can connect directly to my computer. Cool, but for $3,000, I can get any of the other 1073 clones out there and use my existing interface. I don't know. It wasn't really a big deal to me. But this is a 9x12 interface. You've got your 1073 mic pre, of course, is going to be one input, and then it's got 8 at, giving you another 8, so that's your 9. For the outputs, you got 8 at, which is 8. Probably got your main out, left, and right, which would be 10, and they're probably counting the headphones as those last 2 outputs. I didn't look on the back of it to really count them, but that's just what I'm assuming. But yeah, AMS Eve 1073 spx-d. Let me know what y'all think. Next product here is PreSonus announced Studio One 6.6. They also announced a new product called Studio One Hybrid. I guess really not a new product, or this is like the second rebranding of Studio One Plus, or the Studio One subscription service. But with Studio One Hybrid, you now get, when you buy a annual subscription, you're now going to get a perpetual license to Studio One. This way that if you don't renew your Studio One, you'll still have a perpetual license where you can continue to use the software. Now, you won't get updates with this, but you will have a perpetual license for that last version of Studio One that you were on before you ended the subscription. Pretty cool concept to me, and it's going to be interesting to see where else this goes. Studio One 6.6, they added some new features in that. I've got a video I did on that. Next product is going to be Universal Audio release analog Verve tape machines. I forgot the exact name of it, but I did a video on that. They've got a essential version, which is you can get free until today is the actual last day you can get it, and then they also have the full version. I did a video on this. I really like these. It's really fun plugins to use and really addictive plugins as well. Basically, there's tape machines with different colors you can just click through, almost like presets. We still got a little bit of flexibility where we can tweak them and get the sound that we want, especially with that full version. Next, we got Harrison Mixbus 10. Now, I briefly looked at the new features on here. None of them really stood out to me, but maybe that's just because I'm not a Mixbus user every day. I do have Mixbus, and I'm kind of thinking about upgrading to this 10, just because they did send me an offer to upgrade for $29, which is probably what I paid for Mixbus in the first place. Now, I don't have the Pro version. I think the Pro version was $249 for me to upgrade to that, but I just can't justify paying $249 for a DAW that I know I'm not going to use every day. But I do see in the Pro version, they've got the SSL 9000, J9000 channel strip, or EQ available in there. If you're not familiar with Mixbus, one thing about Mixbus is that in the console, it has your EQ compression just like you would on an analog console. And I've always said, if DAWs are emulating analog consoles, how come we don't have that in the console of a DAW? And Harrison Mixbus is the only one I've really seen do that, or I would say maybe been the first to do that. I think Reason does that as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, Mixbus 10, $29 to update if you already have it, or upgrade, I should say. Lewitt released the Ray microphone. Now, this is something that This is really cool. So the Lewitt Ray microphone is a microphone that's aimed at content creators and streamers, and it has the technology in it allows it to keep a consistent volume the closer or further away you are to the mic. So for those people who move in and out, it's going to keep it at a constant volume. It also has a mute feature as well, that you can set it to the further back, or you can set it to a distance to mute the microphone. So if you lean back far enough, it'll mute it. Really cool features in here. And when I first saw this, I thought this was going to be $1,000 microphone. I said, oh, this is $1,000. Like, no other mic is doing this at all. And then I remembered that it was aimed at content creators and streamers. I'm like, well, they can't do it at 1,000. Maybe this will be like 500. And coming to find out, it's like 350. At 350, I might pick one up and check it out. Because this finally something that's, and Lewitt has been doing this recently, but something that's just not in the everyday standard microphone features. Like, they are really innovating in the microphone space. I can't think of the name of it, but that tube mic that they did either last year or probably 2 years ago now is some really cool features as well that just nobody else is doing. And it's just really making me pay more attention to Lewitt here. And lastly, we have Kit Plugins announced channel or Blackbird Chambers Studio A. This is a plugin based off the reverb chamber of Blackbird Studios. I've got a video on that coming really soon. Really cool chamber reverb plugin there. Chamber reverbs isn't something I use a lot, but definitely want to get more into it with using something like this. It's got the ability to raise or lower the microphones in the chamber just like you would in Blackbird Studios. So yeah, definitely check this one out. Intro price on that is $75 right now, and the regular price for it is $99. All right, so those are the new products that were announced in April 2024. Definitely comment and let me know if I missed any, and definitely comment and let me know what y'all think about the ones that I discussed here today. All right, if you enjoyed this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. If y'all want to continue to see content from me, then y'all know what to do.